Acknowledge me.
I'm awesome! You people bought a ticket to see me, so shut up!
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad there's no control.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you live under a rock,
I might
you
grab
are
a bat, I
looking
don't
at
know,
the
my rap, my
youngest
blood
and
boils
fastest
over like,
rising star in
oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back.
Oh, what's going on, everyone? Good evening, and welcome to the Sports Jedi Network Heel of the Ring podcast. It is Thursday night, and we're doing our TNA Impact Zone watch along at the top of the hour, and we're getting 1 week closer to Bound for Glory for TNA's premium live event, their biggest event of the year. And with some news, we got Rhino getting inducted into Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Rhino, who is getting inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame. We all know Rhino from ECW, a cup of coffee in the WWE, and then a TNA staple. Good for Rhino. He will be inducted this upcoming Bound for Glory for him. Salute. And TNA continues to make some great headways and moves. Casey Navarro signs a multi-year deal with the TNA Wrestling and gets a contract there. Good for him. Part of First Class with AJ Francis. Awesome to see that. And, of course, we got one more week before we build up for the go-home show for Bound for Glory. A lot of different things. You know, we're going to have a face-to-face with our Knockouts champion, Jordan Grace, and the challenger, Marsha Slamovich. That's going to be interesting to see those two ladies. We're going to hear from Steve Macklin, who's going to address the TNA world or the TNA universe, and many more. So we're almost ready here. We got 10 more minutes before we get the watch-along starting, or the TNA broadcast goes live on Access or on the TNA Plus app, whichever way you're watching it. Thank you for joining us here on a Thursday night. A lot of different things are going on in the sports world. I always keep you guys updated if you're keeping an eye on that and you're watching along and you want to have the best of both worlds, like the way have your cake eat into, like I am. I'm watching the Yankees with Judge against Class A 3, and he hits this ball deep in the air, going back at the track at the wall. And it's gone. Aaron Judge just ties the game against Class A, and the Yankees come back 3-3. Sorry, guys. I know you hear. He goes, Jedi, call wrestling. But I do all the watch-alongs, all the different ones. So I managed to see it in real time. Aaron Judge takes opposite field shot on Class A. So let's get right back into the wrestling, though. Thank you for allowing me to get a little Yankees out there. Daniel Barrow, Sports Highlight. What is up, my friend? How are you? How's it doing? Thank you for always stopping by and saying hello and being cordial. I really appreciate you, Daniel. Now, speaking about cordial and being classy, well, Scott D'Amore, no longer bonded by a non-complete agreement against TNA Wrestling, so he is free. We know that this weekend here live on our channel, we plan to go live to do the watch along on Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling night number 1, the Saturday night. We're going to do night number 1, Saturday night, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. We will be doing the watch along. We're going to be, hopefully we get a real good card. And that night, Eric Wallace is in the building. Eric, did you see that opposite field shot by Aaron Judge off a Class A? Oh, wow. Aaron Judge coming up clutch against the so-called best American League closer. Salute to you, Eric. Always good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate you stopping by and of course, with the pleasantries. And stick around. And definitely, you're always welcome to stick around. But it's glad to hear that you are all right. That's indeed. So as we get back here for the one more week build before the go-home show next Thursday night, and then we have Bound for Glory, we also know that Banquinho, one of the most breathtaking, dynamic athlete in wrestling today, is set to make his return at TNA Bound for Glory. Now, I don't know if it's a one-off. We've seen that at Bound for Glory when we get some one-offs. We saw it last year with Will Hairspray. He joined he before going to All Elite Wrestling and pretty much wrestled in front of no one. He stopped for a cup of coffee at TNA, had a great match with Speedball Mike Bailey, and of course, we'll hopefully Banquinho, who is a free agent, who is not signed and coming off an injury, he will be there at Bound for Glory. So let's see what happens there with El Rey del Aire. Of course, we'll go with CM Punk has been cast in a Ryan Prowl horror thriller, Night Patrol, in a key role. This is set by the Hollywood Reporters, and this one is high in the air to center field. Back at the track at the wall, it's gone. Back to back and a belly to belly. The Yankees back-to-back home runs. It was first Judge, and now Giancarlo Nosipo Palo hits a shot 106 miles per hour center field shot, and just like that, the Yankees have a 4-3 lead. Wow, what an exciting opportunity. Yes, I keep an eye on that on the baseball. I'm not doing the watch-alongs. I have my reasons, of course, but we'll probably come back for the World Series, maybe not, or when I would just next year's a new year where we can start fresh. So definitely on that. What a nice shot there by the Yankees. Very exciting, beating the best of the best. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, right? And the world's a Ric Flair. And speaking about the best, once again, 3 weeks in a row, NXT continues to have high numbers, taking a larger amount of viewers from Dynamite. Now, Dynamite, remember, they went on a slogan, a campaign a couple years ago that they were disputing NXT, and they took us ad out on TBS, and they were boasting about it. Now, a few years later, is NXT now with the bigger number. 3 weeks in a row, outdrawing Dynamite, where Dynamite's coming off from some high-profile cards on Dynamite. They had Grand Salami, Wrestle Night Disaster, and then here, off of that premium live event or pay-per-view, like they like to call it. And then they got into 633, and then of course we heard Dave Meltzer making a lot of excuses or saying that for NXT, the bloom was going to come off for them by the third, fourth week, of course, because there was, nobody wants to see NXT because there was Yankee playoff, yada, yada. And then when the numbers came out today, he reversed it. Oh, putting excuses. Well, there was a baseball game. There was a hockey game. Listen, no one's watching the product. It's not. Booking's terrible. No one likes it. You have your diehard niche, and it is what it is. The same, so go away. All right, so we got a couple of more minutes here, 5 more minutes, and hey, it might not go. It might not go well with some of you wrestling fans. I don't like All Elite Wrestling. It's not my cup of coffee. I try to watch it. I gave it about a good year or two. Besides, not backstage drama, dumb stuff. Plus, from the very beginning, I remember saying this is WCW copy and paste. From Tony Schiavone, wetting his pants for it's Sting. I mean, I heard that in 1990. The storylines, to me, that was just copy and paste WCW, and it still is. And now it's getting to the part where it's getting to the WCW 2000s. Pretty simple. Just take a look at that. If you've been walking this earth along, I don't want to indict myself, but if you're older fella, you've seen, from the territories days now to now, you could see that's what AEW is. Yeah, because it's more like ECW. It's WCW copy and paste. Signing the ex-WWE talent, bringing them in, getting the crowd to pop at the last few seconds. The nostalgia. He's here. And always the stupid cliffhangers with and then hot shot booking, Ark Shaw. So they try to get the shock moment where then it doesn't make sense the following week, and then when the shining new toy comes in, the new one, the current shining toy gets put off to Thunder, which is Rampage now Collision. I mean, yeah. Case in point, look at Ricochet. He's going to Collision. I mean, he already did his flips. He did his flips with Will Hairspray back and forth. They did the same back and forth gymnastics with one another, and now he's off. Off he goes to Collision. Diana Peraza, biggest mistake. She should have came with Chelsea. They should have been VTX and NX in WWE, but she chose, got good money. She should have came to the WWE. I understand she has some negative stuff when she was in Black and Gold with bullying, yada yada. But it would have been better for her career. Personally, if she didn't went to the WWE, she would look at what Chelsea's doing. She's knocking it out of the park. Everyone wants to see a Chelsea Green. I think Diana Peraza, with the right booking, would have been another woman that would have been awesome out of the park in WWE, especially, but it is what it is. All right, so we got about 3 minutes. So I gave you my reasons why I dislike it. That's not my cup of coffee. I tried watching it. I even tried watching All Out in Chicago and the Stand Syringe and all that. It's just not my cup of coffee. I'd rather give me NXT every day, all day. I'll take it. Call me whatever. But I just like the product. It is what it is. All right, so we're almost ready to go. I don't know if the Heal the Ring crew is going to join me. It's usually TNA. Normally they won't. Normally TNA is not their cup of coffee either, which is no problem with that. If they're WWE, that's fine. I no issues with that. Hey, look, TNA might not be your cup of coffee. You like WWE. You like AEW. AEW is your cup of coffee. Then there you can always check out our friend Earl Cole. He's a big AEW guy, and check it out, and he can use the ratings. So head on that way. And there's nothing being negative. I'm just trying to put him over because he's a good guy. All right, we got a few more minutes here. A few more minutes. Nothing new and new. Let me see if anything. One more caveat. GCW is returning to Hammerstein Ballroom on January 19th, 2025. The game-changing wrestler where you can see Bloodsport. You see a lot of interactions with all different wrestlers from different companies. You see Speedball, Mike Bailey. You've seen the Creed brothers there. You might see MVP there taking a shot at Bloodsport. Don't know if that GCW is Bloodsport that's coming to Hammerstein Ballroom or a GCW event. They just announced the event recently, just before we went live. I said, let me put that there as news and notes. Let me put that there so I could let you, if you're a big GCW guy or girl, would like to go check it out there. I know our friend Marie Shadows. And by the way, check out our friend, in Square Circle Podcast, Marie Shadows on YouTube. You see her video description, one of our friends. Please check her program out. Does a really good job there. We want to get her to 1,000 subscribers, and we counting on you to go out there, give her a sub, give a subscription, get a like, and check her stuff out. She does really good stuff there on her podcast. Definitely really nice young lady as well. And of course, get behind them as well as Canary, Hollywood Canary. Please check her channel out. Of course, she should be on here, but I think she's working a little late tonight. Of course, my partner here definitely would like you to check her out and check her channel out. Don't forget how you're watching this with Jazz Marie, also one of our friends on the channel. Check her channel out. I'm glad she got her power back last week from the hurricane. And of course, she's putting out videos, trying to, put out some good stuff out there. And she does great work. A big Liv Morgan fan. And please give her a like and subscribe. We'll definitely want to continue to grow our community. It's not about me. It's about getting all of us over, as well as the PUWF, Mr. Flint and Alex Coquito, the unappreciative podcast of wrestling fans. Check them out, definitely. And right now, we're getting started with TNA. Now, this is from Tennessee, Nashville. Of course, we had our own Heather in the building. Miss Heather was in the building. Hopefully, we'll probably now. I got to see it. I didn't get to see it last Thursday, but this Thursday I hopefully get to see it. I'm getting to see it. It's taped, and hopefully we get to see her. I think she will be on shortly in the chat, and we asked Miss Wright where she was respectful to the TV tapings. We could point around and see her, but she was there. She lives in Tennessee. Of course, we know that this was moved over from South Carolina. Of course, since the Hurricane Helene hit it, they had to postpone it, move it over, and now they were taping, and this is the second week of the tapings from Tennessee, and all those proceeds for that went to the Hurricane. So good job on TNA Impact and Anthem Group. All the ticket sales went to the help and relief of the hurricane victims. Good job. At least they're doing something, unlike this government that sent 4 billion, what is it, 400 million to Ukraine recently. But anyway, we're not going to talk about politics. So I apologize for that one. All right, here we go. They're going through the recaps here. Now, this is a big one. Do you believe? Let me ask you guys. Do you believe NXT? I mean, NXT TNA. We saw he had a match already for the world title at NXT. Come up short. Does Joe Henry? Do you believe in Joe Henry to get it done in TNA and become your heavyweight champion over Nick Nemeth? It's going to be interesting. I've got some theories on that. You know, I have never shied away to think that TNA is being purchased by TKO. I still am going to sit on that anthill, although we haven't seen any TNA now for a couple of weeks since the pay-per-view on NXT, but that's okay. You don't want to saturate it. You still have Rosemary and Wendy Chu working together, so that relationship is still working strong. I still think, and what's going to indicate to me if Nemeth drops the title, I don't think Nemeth wants to work for the WWE anymore. You know, you saw Mustafa Ali just left. He left at TNA. He didn't resign. He didn't say anything negative, but Tony Tail, he didn't resign. And as soon as the working relationship, the collaboration was, you know, being taken up steam, he had an out and he didn't resign. He doesn't want to work for the WWE. Doesn't, you know, hurt feelings, whatever. It's business. It's the business decision. And you just keep an eye on some of those wrestlers. That's just me. It could be, it's a wild theory. It's no truth. There's no, that's just me speculating, just shooting the breeze. All right, we got Rhino. And there we go. PCO coming out. And congratulations again to Rhino heading into the TNA Hall of Fame. Well deserved for him. His career, his longevity, being around, being a veteran of the industry, being used, and there you go. PCO coming out here. And by the way, speedy recovery to Steph Lander. She had her surgery in Orlando. Get well, young lady. Get well soon. Get back stronger and healthy than ever for Stathlander. All right, as PCO, we're gonna have, speaking of that, of Orlando's own Matt Cardona, Long Island's own, but now he lives in Lake Nona. He's gonna take on PCO now, and that's gonna be for the titles. Digital Media International Championship on the line. Could Matt Cardona, we could say no longer indie god, because if he takes that title, boy, he's gonna be insufferable with all those gold. So we're gonna have PCO versus Rhino. I thought they were gonna team up, but no, they're going on a one-on-one. You could say this is TNA's version of Monster Mayhem here. It's not a last monster standing, but this is a Monster Mayhem between the big War Machine Rhino and the Canadian Frankenstein PCO. This is gonna be a good one. Here we go. They're gonna lock up here, collar elbow tie up by these two big behemoth veterans. There we go. Look at this. So they're putting their friendship aside and going at it. Look at this. Now we got a nice back and forth. And of course, PCO hits the middle of the ring outside, and now Rhino. Now the fight is taking out to the outside of the apron. You know what the faithful in the Impact Zone want to see? They want to see weapons, and we immediately get a chair right to the midsection. So I believe this is a no disqualification, anything counts match here, because now the chair was already implemented immediately, and we're getting a bunch of chairs out. And we know these guys don't give a crap about putting their bodies into any, and they're there to really entertain the fans and give the fan a money's worth with this is going to be a hell of an opener for TNA Impact Zone tonight. Look at this here. Oh, he rakes a good old-fashioned rake to the eyes, will stop anyone, a Rhino or a Frankenstein. Here is a whip, and right into the stairs. PCO puts his body through hell. My God, those ice plunges, those close plunges are working wonders for that man, because that man is close to 57 years old. This guy outworks some of these young guys in the business right now, from his psychology, his registering, his selling, when to blow a comeback, when to come back, when to all that for PCO. He's a clinic, and he's not just doing little moves. This guy's doing moonsault at that age and taking shots and doing all these crazy stuff. I admire that guy. Oh, there's a shot to the head with the again with the tray with the cookie sheet. Now Rhino now. Oh, right on the stairs. My goodness, they're beating each other up. This is like in good old JR said, this is not fainted for the fainted heart. Got a PCO chant now. I want to know where Heather was sitting. I want to see if she could help us point around in the right direction. There's a shot to the back of PCO. Right on Rhino from PCO. Give it a comeback. Here we go. PCO now working on Rhino. Let's see what he's doing. He got him in between some chairs here. Is he going to? Oh, he's looked like he's going to go to the top rope. And he's on the apron part that is not forgiving. That is all solid on the apron in between the ropes. And PCO climbing the ropes here. Is he going to do his moonsault? Moonsault. And on the chair. Golly, that man has no feeling. And he landed. He hit his back of the head on some chairs. As Rhino ducked out, moved out of the way in the nick of time there. But man, that even hurted me here sitting at home. Holy moly. Oh, now here we go. We got the garbage bucket is out. The garbage pail, and boom, right on the head of PCO. This is Rhino. This is a match that Rhino feels right at home. I mean, my goodness. Here we go again. Is he going to set him up here? What is he going to set him up with, a power bomb? Nope. PCO now misses with the short clothesline. Oh, Rhino right into the post. He chopped the post. That hurts. And ramming into the post is Rhino. As PCO in control. He's going to throw that. Now he throws the garbage can into the middle of the ring. You got some PCO chants in Nashville. I'm surprised PCO wasn't part of Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling extravaganza. There's a hit in the back. Another one, because you have Josh Alexander part of the card. It's a nice card, very nice card with some flavor of a little bit of all different companies coming in. Oh, there's a shot. Jinder Mahal versus Bully Ray. That's going to be on night one. There's going to be some good matches there on that Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Here we go. Choke slam and right onto the garbage can. PCO. PCO in control of this match. Here goes PCO now. He's hitting the ropes. He's going to go with it. No, suicide dive, but he got nailed by the garbage can. Right in the head as PCO hits the canvas hard. That man, I mean, the amount of bumps and the way he puts his body again, I can't not stop giving that man flowers for PCO. I mean, phenomenal. And what a brutal match that he's putting on together here along with Rhino. Goodness gracious. What an opener tonight. What an opener tonight here for the Impact Zone. This is hot right now. 1, 2. And this is for the titles too. This is a title match. Okay, now he's setting up the garbage can in the middle, in between and here goes reversal, and Rhino goes into it back first into the garbage can. Now he goes. Where's PCO setting up a chair? He's gonna set up a chair. Okay. What is he doing here? What other maniacal, innovative, crazy offense this man is going to do? Putting two chairs together. It looks like someone's going to get powerbombed or chokeslammed on that chair. Well, let's see what he's setting him up. No, he's got him laying down there. He's going to the top rope with the moonsault. No way this man is going to do this. He's moving the garbage can. Now he's climbing up. He's going for a moonsault. No way. Rhino's get back to his feet. But Rhino, looks like Rhino's going to power slam him. Rhino got him in the predicament. He's gonna power slam him right on the chairs. Oh, right, and here's the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2 by PCO. Those men are not human. Those men are not human. My goodness. Oh, here we go. Everyone's favorite object. This comes out. It's the chair. I mean, the table. Oh, I botched that one. Here's the table. Rhino's going to set up the table. Everybody loves a table, especially on Thanksgiving. Oh, back and forth here. Is he going to spear? Is Rhino going to spear him to the table? Classic Rhino for the spear, but no. PCO moves out and no one home, but the table got the best of that one. Good job on the referee closing the legs of the table. Get it out, because that could be a very dangerous situation. You could puncture and penetrate the skin. Good job. He got that, close that leg there. Now, PCO now going on to the top. Is he going to hit him with his moonsault? Moonsault time. PCO nailed it. 57-plus-year-old man. 1, 2, and it's over. What a hell of a match for those two veterans of the industry. See, even when you have veterans, you could, if a match is done well with storytelling, as the Yankees got out of a sticky situation, they had two mans on. In the Guardians had, and Luke Weaver comes in and strikes out, and they'll send it to the 9th inning. So the Yankees on the verge here. They got one more inning. They got 3 more outs to secure to go 3-0 on the American League Champions League Series. But back to this here, when I was saying, when a wrestling match is done correctly with some storytelling and hardcore, they didn't have to do too many gymnastics. Just simple, good old fashioned hardcore match. Good spots there, although. For those men doing those kind of moonsaults and high risk maneuvers, that's very impressive. Done well. It doesn't matter if you tell a story in the ring. He's defending his championship, hardcore, the way only a PCO knows how to do. And even in the element of a Rhino, no matter how old they are, how much veterans they are, it was very entertaining, extremely entertaining. Done. Good job there. Good job on those two guys. Great job there. And whoever the agent, if it was Tommy Dreamer or whoever was the agent there on that match, kudos, you guys. That was a really good match. Guys, though, of course you got two veterans in the building, but good job there. And it didn't go too long. 14, you could say 13 minutes match, or let's give it argument's sake with introductions. Let's give it 12 minutes and that was perfect. You had the tears, you had the garbage can, you had the cookie sheet, and the slap. You had moonsaults, you had spears. Perfect. And we got here Nick Nemeth cutting a promo here. All right, so Matt Cardona versus Nick Nemeth. That should be a good one tonight. Very good matchup there. The main event, they gave us a good one tonight. So it's pick your poison match. Nick Nemeth versus Matt Cardona. Of course, you're going to have Mike Bailey versus Leo Slater. That's going to be a good match as well. And we're going to hear from Ash by Elegant. She'll be in. Remember, she's trying to take the young lady, Heather Reckless, under her wing, give her a makeover. That's an interesting dynamic with her. And that the way they're building that storyline slowly but surely, it's going to be interesting. TNA continues to do storytelling with some matches, and of course, remember, limited roster. In my opinion, it's not a bloated roster. It's limited. They are smart not to go and burn through a lot of matches, a lot of and try not to give you too many repeat matches, because they know it's a small roster. But when you have compelling storytelling or taking twists and turns of different plots, you tend to get invested in it. Again, I personally, in the perfect world, I would love TNA to be on one of the big networks, where more eyeballs could see. But it's slowly but surely they're growing. You've seen the attendance there in San Antonio in the last pay-per-view they had. They sold the place out. It was great. Emergence was another great pay-per-view. They're continue to grow, continue the collaboration with NXT. back and forth. And it's not because of NXT that they continue to grow. They've been on a grow. And we know because when before Scott D'Amore left, they had a name change. They went back from Impact Wrestling to TNA. That cost a lot of money, Anthem, investing in that. Seeing the changes, the rebranding of all the titles, bringing back that prestige of TNA. It's, thankfully that it was a lot of Scott D'Amore's vision, and they kept it going with Gail Kim, Tommy Dreamer and company, Lance Storm, all those people that behind the scenes there, they continue to grow that. And we're hoping here in 2025 they continue to elevate and get into 9,000 seat arenas where people will go and be at 90, 100% capacity full, and they don't have a house no less than 85% on a dull night. I hope that TNA continues to grow and be one of the, easy the third or fourth, or even the second biggest company in wrestling, because they're very compelling. I really enjoy TNA, and I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm one of those that really am, or I guess from becoming watching wrestling for so many years, you tend to evolve and open-minded. I was mostly WWE, just WWE. I didn't like WCW. I thought it just didn't. I liked it. ECW, went to a lot of ECW shows. Didn't watch the TNA prior, the Dixie Carter, or even when the Jarretts, when they were part of the NWA. Didn't watch that TNA, but then the TNA from, I guess you could say, from 3 years ago to now, I've been a fan of TNA, watching it, and then I want to go into Maple Leaf Pro. I like what Scott D'Amore did with TNA. I think he's going to revamp and revitalize Maple Leaf Pro because there is a lot of good Canadian wrestlers, in my opinion. Doesn't have to just be Canadian. He wants to. I heard his interview. He wants to work with international and have international market with the European indies, as well, all across, and just work together with Maple Leaf Pro. Let's see how that goes. I hope that we do some more Maple Leaf Pro in 2025 pay-per-views. I'm pretty sure they're going to test the waters on Saturday and Sunday, and we'll see where that grows, how big it's going to be in 2025. And of course, with TNA, of course, Bound for Glory, they're going to have their show in Atlanta. They're going to have a lot of good stuff coming up for the year. I got to see what's going to happen with their free agents, though. We heard Jonathan Gresham is possibly a free agent. So is Jordan Grace. So both of them will be, ironically, free agents around the same time. WWE has a lot of interest in Jordan Grace. We see her on the NXT brand. Joe Henry possibly being a free agent as well. If the WWE machine offers them a lot of more money, both of them, all three of them, you could see them leaving. I kind of don't want to see the WWE poach the TNA talent, but the talent have a right to make money. And speaking of NXT, we got Adriana Grace coming out, the liaison of NXT, the daughter of Santino Marella. And I like it because she's getting more TV time also on TNA, getting comfortable on the microphone, and not a bad wrestler. Adriana is not a bad wrestler. I like her wrestling, but I like what she's doing also as the liaison. That was pretty cool. Also, she bought out Brittany Reese. I like Brittany Reese. We saw her with Anofe and Malik, and she's a high, spunky young lady. Little gymnastic background with her. And I don't know who she's taking on. I didn't see that on the card. And of course, she's coming out and giving high five to the folks out in Nashville. All right, Brittany. Little change of a wrestling attire. All right, Brittany. Yankees got two, second and third with nobody out, looking to add to the lead here. So the Yankees in the top of the ninth inning got something cooking on a good old fashioned hit and run. Actually, no, a miscue. All right, let's see what happened there. And he dropped the baseball. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. It's going to be Ash by Elegance. So Ash by Elegance versus Brittany Reese. All right. Right now, we got the liaison grilling the people in Tennessee. Shout out to, we got family in Tennessee. Shout out to my cousin out there, her husband, and my little nieces out there in Franklin County. Nieces out there in Belmont University doing doing their thing. And my uncle as well, recovering from surgery. Here we go. Ash by Elegance coming out. Here she comes. Ash by Elegance. All right. I know a lot of people frown upon Ash, Dana Brooks in the WWE. Listen, it wasn't, she got on TV a lot. It wasn't her fault with creative booked her in that 24/7 disaster. But when they kept booking her, she was on TV. Vince tried to force feed her into us with that 24. I'm not going to lie, there was sometimes that it was very entertaining. I could say 60-40 entertaining, and I could do without when it came to Dana Brooks with the WWE with the 24/7. It kept getting a little repetitive, but it's not her fault. If she's giving TV time, look, you ask Kiana James if she could have got the TV time that Dana Brooks got and the bad creative with Vince, I think she'll sign up. Like, yeah, she's on TV. It's up to her to make it over. But I understand why folks didn't like her. But I thought Dana Brooks was phenomenal in Black and Gold NXT as well. I mean, it was just again, Vince put her in a predicament, just put in a bad gimmick with the 24/7 with Reggie. Now Reggie, it was just weird. Here we go. What is he doing? He's putting lipstick on her. Okay. Brittany Reese getting a hard forearm. Brittany Reese with a smack in the bear. Here we go. Come on, Brittany. And Brittany smearing the lipstick. There you go. Good job, Brittany. That was cool. That was cool. You don't mess with a woman's makeup here. Look at this. More? But you got it smeared. That's funny. All right, so I see what Dana or Ash by Elegance gimmick is. She's wants to be beautiful, and she has a little doubt that she doesn't. She goes, "Am I look pretty? Do I look pretty? I got it." There's Brittany Reese with a nice wonderful arm drags. That's Wrestling 101 from the Performance Center. That's Norman Smiley right there, brother. I could see. There you go. That's Coach Smiley working there, and Coach Taylor. Hey, on Brittany Reese. Good job. Here we go. Here's a whip to the corner and good. Oh, shoulder tackle. You're not doing it with Brittany Reese. She's strong. Dana, you claim to be strong. Nah, you're not. Brittany Reese is stronger. Look at this. We got a strong off. Now she's doing push-ups. Oh goodness. And jumping jacks. This turned into a comedy segment. You see, she can't help herself. She's pretty much into her gimmick back in when she was 24/7 comedic role for Ash by Elegance. She does jumping jacks, and now, yeah, here we go. That's gonna be her stick, her gimmick. Now Brittany Reese now doing push-ups, and she's showing up the young girl showing up the veteran here. And now Ash wants to leave, but no, Brittany gets a handful of hair, says, "You're not going anywhere right now. Get your butt in the ring." Here we go. Oh, there's a forearm. Brittany Reese now. Brittany Reese. Brittany Reese looks really good here tonight against Ash. There you go. Oh, nope. Damn, there's a kick right to the outside of the apron by by Elegance, Brittany Reese goes down. But what is the concierge doing here? You gonna put lipstick on her? What's he gonna do with the lipstick? What's he gonna do with the lipstick? He's what, he gonna paint her mouth? I mean, come on. All right, here we go. Now Ash by Elegance on the outside, trying to get Brittany back in the ring. She rolls her in there. There's a pin. Oh, there's some right hands here by Dana Brooks. Ash by Elegance. Although here's one thing, not connecting. She's not connecting with the crowd. I don't know why the crowd don't connect with her. This is a match that they're telling us they're going back and forth here, fighting with one another. All right, we got some clap. All right, now the crowd got the clap going for Brittany Reese. And Brittany now. There's a roll up. Oh, almost had a near fall there. Ooh, shoulder tackle. Brittany again using her upper body strength. Here we go. Clothesline. What a clothesline, Brittany Reese. Come on, NXT, let's go. Oh, here's a cartwheel. Oh, clothesline cartwheel by Brittany Reese. Good offense, too. Almost had it. Wow, that was nice on Brittany Reese. Nice arsenal in her offense. There we go. Picking her up now. It got her in a fireman's carry. What she's going to do here? Squatting her, using her power with her legs as the concierge doesn't like it. Oh, wait a minute. There's a reverse. A coordinated distraction, like a reverse DDT by Dana Brooks, a.k.a. Ash by Elegance. Now she's going to the top rope. Is she going to hit her moonsault? She sends her a kiss, blows a kiss, and she tells the crowd to kiss her tuchus. And there we go. And she got it with the drive. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's it. But good showing for Brittany Reese here. I love it. You saw a lot of good offense for Brittany Reese. Not a botchy fight. This was really clean, crisp between the two ladies. Dana Brooks, pretty good match for Dana Brooks. She took a lot of heat. The young girl gave it to her, and Brittany Reese looked really good. I'm very impressed with her. Again, you could see her hard work with the coaches on NXT with Terry. Again, I love to give these guys their flowers and credit. Chaim Bloom is, Matt Bloom. I say hi, Matt Bloom. Terry Taylor. And others in the Performance Center. I'm waiting to see what the hell is he saying. Oh, they're going to give her a makeover. But good job there. Good job there on all the coaches in NXT. Norman Smiley, I mean, you could tell that they worked closely with her there. And oh, no, putting lipstick all over Brittany Reese. She keeps laying it thick on her and gives her a kiss in the forehead. All right, so I get it. So Brittany Reese gets humiliated, but wait a minute. Hey, here's Zaya Brookside. So we got a saving by Zaya Brookside. Okay. So I guess we got Zaya versus Ash by Elegance here. That's the TNA feud here. Okay, I like it. No Heather Reckless so far, not seen. Though Heather Reckless was going to come out and cause havoc. No, but they're going to go in a commercial. I'll give you an update there. The Yankees tacked on a run on a sacrifice fly with 2 outs now, 5-3, but they got a runner on third with 2 outs. Looking to add more and double the lead here. The ball down low, and you got Juan Soto up. So Juan Soto, they might walk Soto to go up after Judge. Soto's the left-handed batter with the right-handed pitcher, although Judge just homered last time up, and looks like Judge might be locked in, or Soto's 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Give you a little bit of baseball. I don't think you had that on your bingo card. You're going to watch TNA, and then we're getting a little bit of the American League Championship Series, a little bit of a play-by-play, or a little update. While they're in a commercial, why not? We'll entertain ourselves. instead of having awkward dead air while we're doing the watch along stream. Since my compañeros and compañeras did not show up tonight, and Soto goes down on strike 3, umpire ring him up. So, all right, we go to the bottom of the 9th inning for the Guardians. They got 3 outs here to get 2 runs to tie or 3 to win. And the Yankees staring 3 outs to take a 3-0 lead in this best of 7 American League Champions League Series. A trip to the World Series getting closer. If they win, there'll be 27 outs. So they're trying to get their 30 outs away from returning to the World Series with a lead. It's great. It's great here. I'm in Orlando, Florida, and yes, I have a Jets hoodie on because it's not chilly, but for Florida weather, it's gonna be in the 50s. I mean, we needed that. We just went through the hurricane last week. It was in the 90s, 80s. Now, little this morning was 50, 57, 60 degrees. It felt so great. It'll give us a break from that heat all the time. Give us a nice break. It gets you in the season. It makes you. It kind of makes you feel. It feels like October. You want to feel, and it's gonna be chilly, I believe, for the next few weeks, for about another week or two. Good. I want to feel that little bit of chilliness, a little brisk in the air. Get you into the October swing of things, the Halloween, and then November. Let it be a little chilly because it's Thanksgiving coming around the corner. You want to get into that thankful situation. You want to feel cold, especially if you're born and raised in the North. Come down to the South, you kind of miss this. You kind of miss it. I'm not gonna complain. It also feels nice in the middle of December before Christmas to be in short sleeves and shorts and parade and parrandeando in Christmas with music and stuff. And you're out, you entertain outside, unlike you're cooped up in an apartment. Here in the home, you're able to use your patio. But I kind of missed a little bit of the chilly cold, a little bit. Once in a while, not too much, but once in a while you sprinkle it in. It doesn't bother. As we're waiting for the commercial to return for wrestling action. And, of course, the baseball hasn't come back yet either, so we'll keep you updated on that. I know the Mets are on, guys, but I only have – right now, I don't want to go running around with the remote controls too crazy to give you the update on the Metsies. And that I'll give you a quick update. Bottom of the first inning. So once the Yankee game records this 3 out, I'll switch over to the Mets game. It's all even at 1-1. So the Mets looking to even that series. They're down 2-1. 1-1 against the Dodgers. Jose Quintana for the Mets pitching. The oh my God, OMG, Grimace Mets looking to try to even that series. All right, Luke Weaver ready to close out that 9th inning, and we're still in the commercial here on TNA on the Impact Zone, so we're still waiting for them to come back for the next wrestling contest, the next matchup. And there is a strike. They got Jose Ramirez up, but with bases empty. He's 1 for 3 with a walk, a double, and a stolen base. This one off the glove, and they got a leadoff runner on. So the leadoff runner on, and he grounded out and mishandled by the first baseman for the Yankees. So they got the tying run to the plate. All right, we got a vignette here with Rosemary and Wendy Chu. So the Nightmare Factory or the Nightmare Group. There's their season. It's the Halloween spooky season. I like it. I like the new reinvention of Wendy Chu in NXT, and I love her working on TNA. And I love to see Rosemary when she comes to NXT. She gets a big pop and a big hand by the NXT universe, and I like it. There we go. That vignette between these two unhinged ladies. They're looking after Jody Threat, but they're looking to try to capture the TNA Knockouts title, TNA Tag Team Knockouts title by Spitfire, Danny Nuna, Jody Threat. And playing mind games on Jody Threat. There you go, Wendy. Wendy and Rosemary were just continue to play mind games. Pretty good. Nice promo vignette there. All right, here we go. Leon Slater. 1, 2. So the Yankees get a pitch. They get a double play now. So the Guardians lasted their last out as Josh Naylor, I hardly knew her, rounded out to a double play. All right, here's Leon Slater. Let's go. All right, X Division title being defended tonight here on the Impact Zone. Here you go. Here's Mike Speedball Bailey. Let's go. We're going to see him on Saturday. He's going to take on the Keshner. Boy, I got to see him. I don't know if he doesn't want to, or I don't know if they have asked or what's the situation. Got to see him on it. I would love to see Mike Speedball will benefit to come out on an NXT. I mean, you telling me you give me a Speedball Bailey or Javon Evans matchup? My goodness, that would be a hell of a match. Or Wesley, Speedball Bailey in the ring, 1-on-1. Heck, even Obafemi. Get Obafemi because they're different contrasting of wrestlers. One's, of course, is the powerhouse, and of course, with Speedball has the martial arts background with the high flying. It puts on some many great matches to see with Speedball versus the NXT group. Some of the kids on the NXT. If he's run his course here on TNA, if you don't have any contenders or competitors for him, even on Anofe, you tell Anofe or Malik. Either one against Speedball Bailey, where you can have a Speedball Bailey defend his title. This ball's hit deep to center field, and that one is off the wall. Just think of how big that double play was for the Yankees, because that could have probably tied or would have been down by 1. So they got a runner at second. Guardians are still alive. Tying run comes to the plate, but where there's 2 outs. All right, good handshake here between the 2 competitors, and they're going to get it. We got a TNA by the crowd. Let's get into the wrestling here. You keep an eye on the American League Championship Series. And here's a collar elbow tie-up. Speedball now and hits the ropes. And boom, shoulder tackle. But there's a shoulder tackle right back. That's a nice job there by Slater. Slater not going to the ropes. Running the ropes. Here's a leapfrog. Speedball now. Nice flip over. Here's a drop kick, double drop kick. No, both guys pop up. And, of course, they go to that famous spot where they pause, wait for the crowd to get on their feet like seals and clap. There you go, Speedball working the arm. There you go, working on a submission there. He's got what is it? It's a hammerlock. Yeah, it's a hammerlock. Putting the knee on the back, and now they get on his feet. Later now. Reversal. No, Speedball continues to work on the up arm. Sends him to the rope. Speedball goes in. Slater, good job using power and just pushes Speedball right out. Land right on his stomach. Slater down. Oh, nope. These guys, and that's look at this. Bailey working quick. Slater getting on and sweeps the leg, Johnny. Here's Slater now. Oh, with a splash. And just like that, the Yankees tie the game. I mean, the Guardians tie the game at 5. So we're all leaving at 5. Guardians are still alive. 5-5. Speedball now. Ooh, with a moonsault. So Noel, from off the bench, pinch hit, ties the game at 5. All right, so they're going to give you a picture-in-picture. Yankees blew it with Luke Weaver. And we got the match on the outside of the apron. Good job here. As they're in picture-in-picture on my end, as Speedball now going into the outside after Slater now. Holding his shoulder, but Speedball now working on that shoulder now. Now with some kicks to the midsection. Speedball with another kick to the midsection. What we got going on here? Another arm drag. Down goes Slater. Everything on the outside. Referees put in a count there. Remember, this is for the digital media champion, so you got to get him in the X division. Excuse me, X division champion. Got to get him back in the ring. I always get those two titles mixed up. Trust me, I've made those mistakes. And now he gets Slater in the ring. Now the champion trying to get in the ring here. Working on the challenger. Oh, there's a chop. Oh, we got beat with a slider out of all the pitches. You got to throw your fastball, Weaver. I hate that slider. Always getting beat with the slider. All right, back into here. It's all even at 5. They go to extra innings. Now Speedball now working in the corner, chopping away on the chest. He is seasoning the chest of Slater. And yeah, it burns. It burns. Yes, indeed. Put some ointment after that match is over with. Breaking the referee count here, but working on that arm. Speedball now. Speedball going in. No, blocked the kick. No, Speedball now again chops him right in the chest. Again, that chest is getting seasoned. Yeah, it burns, Slater. It burns. Now Slater with a nice offense there. Put a boot to the face. He's going to go to the second rope. Nope. Jumps over and misses. Now, Speedball. Here's the bicycle kicks from Speedball belly. Oh, into a Sensaguri. And Slater goes down right on his butt. Now he goes down. Slater looks dazed. Look at the way nice selling job there. He looks dazed, like he got that insecurity. The last one just rocked his bell a little bit. There you go, Bailey now working back on that shoulder again, the hammerlock again. Remember, he's been working on that shoulder on the outside. He started with a hammerlock. So Bailey, some mat wrestling, along with some karate kicking and of course some high risk maneuvers. So giving you a little bit of everything in this match, but he's using it at the right time. As Slater now trying to get out of the submission hold, and now again here's a comeback, and now Speedball with the kick. Now this is a tough one because Speedball is a fan favorite. Slater with the springboard, but his shoulder could not hold up, and that was a good sell there. And there is a neck breaker. So he tried to go for that springboard cutter, and he couldn't because the shoulder is ailing him. Nice. Oh, what a kick to the face by Slater. He's coming up strong. Neon, this is a babyface versus babyface here, but it feels like Speedball is wrestling like the heel, but he's not the heel. He's a crowd favorite. Here we go. Oh, here's a kick. Nice kick by Speedball. Another kick to the chest as he goes down. Speedball now. Shooting standing express, misses. Nope. Oh, nice kick by Slater. No, speedball and a shoulder again. But another kick to the face of Slater. Now Slater goes to the rope. And there's another kick from Speedball now. They keep missing. And there is a pop-up Inseguri, but then no sell it into a back to the kick to the head. And they both go down. As Speedball looks like he's been rocked a little bit there. And the crowd on their feet yelling TNA. There you go. And we got a fight forever chant. Fight forever from the crowd in Tennessee. Yeah, he's hurting. His shoulder's hurting. That's the story of this match. He's got a bad left shoulder. Slater does, and he gets a stiff forearm. A left shoulder's hurting him, and he's giving him another right stiff there. As Speedball now, he's powering up, and now he's working back on the shoulder again. And there's a back elbow. Slater got him off his shoulder. Now Speedball again. Working on the shoulder again. Back to the hammerlock. And doing a lot of damage there and on those ligaments as Judge strikes out. There's some shots here. Back elbows here. Nope. Slater now. Nope. A reversal. Back to the hammerlock. Here's another reversal, but the technician, the champion, continues to hold. Nice move there by the challenger as he snapped there, got him over. Slater in pain with the shoulder, but he's gonna go to high risk maneuver. Even with pain, here he goes, trying to go. No. Slater now, springboard splash. There you go. Cross body on the outside. But you got to get the champion inside the ring. You can't win the title on the outside. The crowd chanting, "This is awesome." Well deserved too. Really good. This is awesome. Putting on a good match, these two gentlemen. Slater now trying to pull from the crowd. Slater, you gotta go take it to the champion. You right now you can't pull from the crowd. Slater now, what's he gonna do? No, Speedball now sweeps the leg himself, and there's a kick into a knees on the chest here. Now he's gonna set him up here for the finish. Is he gonna do it? There, no, he misses with the kick. Here, no, back to the hammerlock again. Now, backdrop into a sunset flip. There's a kick right to the mouth into his own. So Slater hits the knees of his own. Good high pace action between these guys. As Giancarlo's walks. So you got a runner on first now with one out. And Slater sees and Speedball rolls right out to the outside. It wasn't going to get pinned. Smart move by the champion. Also buys him a couple time on the outside to regroup. Remember, Slater's the one working in driving pain on the shoulder, on his left shoulder. You know what? I kind of like the short ring. I like the short entrance on tonight on TNA. I think they need to. Ooh, there's a nice. I know it's unique for them the way they do, but this one here looks better short. Here's Speedball now. Speedball. Oh, springboard off the top on the ropes. I'm not even giving it justice how awesome that was. He got on the rope. He misses the sweep the leg, and then he just does the moonsault and caught him. And you hear the TNA crowd. You hear the crowd chanting TNA. Now Bailey going to the top rope. Bailey, what's he going to do here? Is he going to do his own shooting star press? There we go. Bailey on the top rope. Speedball. Here we go. Turns. No one there. Lands on his feet, though. Turn around. And, kind of like a blue thunder slam, too. And there, and he kicked out. Leon Slater with a good counter offense could have gotten the title there. Lucky Speedball had all his faculties to kick out at 2 2/3. Here we go. Slater setting up. What is Slater going to do? Oh, what a slam in the middle of the air, Speedball. He went for a move, and Speedball just caught him in the air and did a reverse slam. And now backstabber in the back by Speedball. This is it. He's going to set up for his finish, the tornado kicks. No, there is a kick counter by Slater. Here we go. Does he have a chance here? Slater again kicks him, but out of the ring goes the champion. You need him in the ring, Slater. What a match. Slater, they're putting on a pay-per-view quality match here on the Impact Zone. Holy crap. Here we go, Slater. What's he going to do? Over the post, twirl, and got him. What a move by Slater. Get him in the ring. You're jumping and hopping too much for the crowd. Go and beat the champion. You got to take it to the champ. You can't give him a hesitation to get his win or catch his breath. You have to attack. Now Slater taking a long time getting on up. A Speedball rises up and catches him with an insecurity on the top rope. Now, what is he going to set up here? Speedball looked like he's going to set him up here for a power slam, Hurricanrana or a superplex. Let's see. Both wrestlers on the top rope. Oh! So Slater countered the suplex. The crowd chanting Leo, Leo, Leo. Now he's going to the top rope. Leo now. Here we go. Slater trying to become champ. Slater now misses. Now Speedball again. He's got the submission there on the shoulder. I don't know if that's going to be. It might be enough here with the hammerlock into the submission. Will he tap? Remember, he has a compromised shoulder. No, he got back to his feet. Good job there. Oh, what a suplex. Turned it into a suplex. Bailey just coming out with the suplex machine. Now Speedball. There's the kick to the side kick. Another super kick. Now Speedball, is he going to do his? He is going to do his. There we go. The whirlwind kicks. And yeah, he got him. The tornado kicks, setting him up for the middle rope. Could this be the beginning of the end? Here we go. Speedball splash. Right knees to the back of the head. Slater still doesn't go down. Now he's not done yet. He's putting him in the middle of the rope. And now oh, he got him. This is it. 1, 2, 3. He got him. Good job there. Although the referee didn't miss that the foot was underneath the rope, but we're not going to nitpick that. That was great. Mr. Jack City is in the building. A Knicks fan has entered the chat, and his name is Jack City. Yeah. Salute, Jack City. That was a hell of a match. Hell of a match. Beautiful match here. They gave the TNA Impact Zone tonight on TV a hell of a match. And, of course, Speedball wants to show the admiration and give him a hand, but then Slater's like, "How am I going to say you messed my arm up?" And no, there's the handshake. Do they run this back? You never know. There you go. Just stopped in for a minute or two. Well, got to work at 4 a.m. Yes, yeah, me too. We both at that. We both clocking that clock at that time. I'm out of here at 4 a.m. too. Jack City, definitely appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right, good job there between these two competitors here on the Impact Zone tonight. As they go to the bottom of the 10th inning, all even at 5. Guardians score, they win. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. As they show us the vignette of Vikingo. Now, Vikingo will be coming to Bound for Glory. We all know this is not his first time at TNA, but he's returning for Bound for Glory. Then they haven't announced a matchup for him yet. Oh, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, they just did. It's Vaquino versus Speedball Bailey. So just when you thought that things got interesting here, this was a warm-up match for Speedball because, boy, he is going to take on Vaquino. Speedball versus Vaquino for the X Division champion. Wow. So 2 years in a row, they give Speedball a top-of-the-notch wrestler or one of those spot fest matches, and he's going to deliver again with Vaquino. Again, thank you so much, Jack City. Appreciate you. All right, we're gonna hear from Steve Macklin. We're gonna hear from Steve Macklin. Wonder what Steve Macklin has to say. What's his mission statement? What's his reason for this time in the middle of the ring? Is he going to declare that he wants to go after a title? Is he making a group, a faction? We don't know. We'll find out from Steve Macklin coming up. Interesting to see what he's got to say for Steve Macklin. As Clay Holmes is coming in for the Yankees now, and that's the bottom of the 10th inning, or even at 5. The Yankees came back in the 8th inning with back-to-back home runs, a 2-run shot from Judge, a solo shot from Giancarlo Stanton. And then they added an extra run on a sacrifice fly. But then the Guardians with 2 outs, a pinch hit home run off of a slider, and we're all even at 5. That's not there on there. They'll give you a little bit of the baseball of the Mets as well. Once I get that situation, it's still leaving at. It looks like it's still leaving at 1-1 between the Mets and Dodgers, but I think that just froze. Let me refresh that to let you know. But of course, the Rangers are 4-1 on the Red Wings again. The Dodgers got a 3-1 lead on the Mets, so the Mets trailed 3-1 in the 3rd inning. Boy, Citi Field must be a little tight. And the Guardians get a leadoff single, so they got the winning run on with a leadoff single. So they're pumped. And of course, hockey again. The New York Rangers have a 4-1 lead in the 2nd period against the Detroit Red Wings, and the Denver Broncos have a 6-0 lead on the New Orleans Saints. So that's a little bit of the sports as we wait for the commercial break here on the Impact Zone Watch Along on the Heel of the Ring podcast by the Sports Jedi Network here. And now they have a runner. They bunted and they moved the runner to 2nd with 1 out. So small ball baseball. Let's see if it helps the Guardians here. With Clay Holmes, it's squared over and bunt. That's a big important aspect in the postseason. Getting over, sacrificing and bunting and doing those things that are lost art in the game of baseball these days. All right, we got commercial. Don't forget, tomorrow night we're gonna have our WWE SmackDown watch along. We got the debut of a tag team. We don't know which one it is, although we know it's the Motor City Machine Guns, but they're making a debut. Nick Aldis mentioned it. We'll find out. It's officially the Motor City Machine Guns entering the WWE tomorrow night on SmackDown. That's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting to see them in there. Alex Shelley and of course Chris Sabin, both former TNA Hall of Famers, in my opinion. No doubt about it. So I hope that they use them well and continue to showcase their tag team or elevate the tag team in the WWE, the tag team division as a whole, in my goodness, to another level. I can't wait to see them in there. It's interesting. Going to be in SmackDown. Not a lot of tag teams just yet. You see more Monday Night Raw has more tags, but anything could happen when we have a little bit of a shakeup between the brand splits. They're talking about WWE possibly for January, redo the draft, especially since SmackDown's gonna be 3 hours in 2025, and I don't know if Raw might be true. So you might have 6 hours of programming, and you might need more talent on the SmackDown roster. But we'll find out. That'll be interesting to see. Maybe the USA Network wants the Motor City Machine Guns to be showcased there. I mean, it wouldn't hurt because they never put a bad match either singles or as a tag team. So that's going to be great to see their the matchups. Do they keep the New Day together now that the Machine Guns are there? Where all these things, and looks like the Guardians won. Yep. So the Guardians win. The Yankees gave up a home run. So it's 2-1 now, the series. All right, they went and got in. We got the Hardy Boys vignettes. Hey, Guardians were desperate. They needed that win. No, this is not the one I needed. Things are wrong. All right. They're showing the injury to Jeff Hardy on the hands of the system. ABC in the system. They got some good tag teams in TNA right now as well. The system, the Hardys, ABC. I still want to know where I have not seen in any of the independent scenes. Maybe I hope they didn't leave the wrestling business. Subculture. Where is Subculture? I've been asking for Subculture now. I thought they were very impressive, those kids. Don't want them to leave. Hopefully they're wrestling somewhere where I haven't seen them in any. I thought we'll probably see them in Mission Pro. Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Didn't see them part of that card. Haven't seen them on any of the independents. They're not with All Elite or Ring of Honor. Subculture to me was very, very impressive. Hopefully they're back in the independent scene in Europe or in England or Australia. Don't know where they're at, but man, well, hopefully we get to see Subculture returning back to the U.S. Some U.S. company sometime in the near future. I thought they were very, very, very entertaining, and I like this new group that Josh Alexander is. Here we go. We got ABC and the Hardys. Okay, I've said it this year. ABC right now, and all across of all professional wrestling, and I know this is a debate that we could argue back and forth. I think they're the best tag teams, even ahead of any tag teams in NXT, WWE, AEW. I think ABC is the best right now. I think they're the best right now. They're the best tag team, very underrated, the best in the world. You got your FT War, you've got your Young Bucks, you've got so many different tag teams there. The Usos might be getting back together, but right now, the best currently right now for 2024, my opinion is these two guys right here, ABC. All right, so next week, we're going to have a 8-man tag setting up for next week, the go-home show before Bound for Glory. It's going to be ABC with the Hardys taking on the whole system group. So that's going to be good. Look. And look, both the Hardys look good. Matt Hardy looks like he's in phenomenal shape, and at least with that backstage promo, doesn't look old. He doesn't look out of shape. He looks well fit. I got to give him credit for him. He says he does. I heard on some good interviews there. I believe it is that he does the cold plunge himself. He enjoys getting in the cold plunge, incorporated to his brother Jeff. And Jeff, I see that's doing wonders to these vets and these athletes getting in that cold plunge. I hate the cold water, but man, if that's going to benefit and keep them fresh and rejuvenated, and why not? It helps the lactic acid. But kudos. All right, we got the backstage interview, backstage vignette, so that's why we're going off a little bit of talking about the cold plunge. Full Metal Mayhem. Right, so speaking, they just mentioned the machine guns. They didn't want to pass the torch. They took it. ABC said. Speaking of the guns, coming out tomorrow. I've mentioned tonight. Here we go. Steve Macklin. So we're going to hear from Macklin. Here it comes. Steve Macklin. Yes, right. The Northern Armory. Logan, what's going on, Logan? Is joining us tonight in the chat. Hello. Top number one, EO Sky. Top two, Kerry Singh. Top three, Julia Mayu. Top four, Tana. Top five, Mina. Best to do is GC Wrestling. There you go. And of course, I believe one of them was wrestling this weekend on Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Oh, wait a minute. He's calling out Josh Alexander. So he's calling Alexander immediately out. So Macklin, he just wants to get in the face of, and remember, he got jumped. And I love this new group with Icarus and Williams, the Northern Armory. I love the name of it, the Northern Armory. And I told you about these kids when we saw them come out a couple weeks ago. I said, you know what? TNA, I hope they give them more of an opportunity. They're young. They look like they got something, and smart and creative to put them with Josh Alexander to help them in a group. Alexander becoming that heel, giving the rub there as a veteran, as a fashion, as a group. I like it. I like what they did there. I like the creative direction for these two young men. Let's go. Let's see what he's got to say now to combat Macklin's face-to-face. Oh, so he ain't buying Macklin becoming a babyface. A change of heart, so he's calling him out on BS. Interesting. I like it. And you know what? This heel turn for Alexander, showing him a little bit of a personality, getting at the fans, because he was kind of, as a babyface, kind of bland. He hell of a wrestler, hell of a talent, but okay, what next? And I think that hurted him. I thought that hurted him to grow as a world champion and a mega face of the company. I thought him personally. This is my opinion, and I know some liked it. Some of our chat members, and kudos. I'm not putting anyone down. That's everyone has a different taste, a flavor. But I thought his match with Nick Nemeth, the Iron Man match, was very underwhelming. Thought it was a little bit underwhelming, a bit boring. But doesn't mean he has a bad match. I think it just didn't click. But I'm glad that he turned the total heel now. Where now, if he has another kind of match, he could do heelish situations where and I thought that was missing from him in that Iron Man match versus Nick Nemeth. Talking about the fans turn their back on him. So they're cutting promos back and forth here and calls Macklin a failure. Interesting to see Macklin also as a turning babyface. Not really to me. Macklin's best is a heel who is just hardcore heel. They're trying to come into the ring and surround Steve Macklin. They keep teasing that they're going to invade the ring. But the beatdown is gonna happen. All right, so he's trying to say they're nothing alike with the Northern Armory, and we still got about another couple more segments here, and they've given us some hell of a matches tonight. Starting off hot with PCO and Rhino. I mean, the Speedball matchup, the Ash by Elegance and Benny Reese. So far, this is a hell of an impact card here that they've given us here. I mean, they're gonna give us a little bit of a promo, and now that we're telling a story here and showing us the strength of Northern Armory with Josh Alexander. Now let's see who comes to the aid and the help. And as Macklin just got German suplex here by Josh Alexander, and then he's being taken down. Still fighting with the Northern Armory, but he's just getting a beatdown. Classic numbers game beatdown. Will we get Eric Young to come out and help him? We'll see. They're going to work and they're going to hurt his shoulder, or they're going to handcuff him. Handcuff or zip tie? Let me see what this is. Zip tie. They're zip tying him. So Macklin is getting zip tied now. So now he has his hands zip tied. And Josh Alexander, he's got my goodness, I never seen someone but wear a tracksuit like workout tights. You need to get him a size little more bigger. Oh, Macklin spat at him. That's not gonna do you any favor since you spit tied. Oh, there's a kick to the face. Macklin, well deserved. You don't spit no one in the face. Oh, here we go. He got the C4 spike. That's not gonna be no one's coming out to the aid of Macklin right now. And he put his sneaker right in the face. Wait a minute. The Northern Armory standing tall. All right. Good job there by Josh Alexander taking on Macklin. Again, get elevated as a heel. And that group leaving Macklin in the middle of the ring, tie wrap. All right. We still got the main event. Pick your poison match. Nick Nemeth, Matt Cardona. Then, of course, we're going to get the man who's on fire, who's looking to close out 2024 what we call a golden brush. Mike Santana takes on Brian Myers. Mike Santana wants his hands on Moose. Mike Santana is done phenomenal for 2024. Talk about someone who's had a hell of a year in pro wrestling all across the board, and from being your House of Glory World Champion for all the different things in TNA is Mike Santana doing a hell of a job. In the 2024 has been very, very uber success for Mike Santana for him. And my goodness, I can't wait. We hope 2025 he's holding possibly a TNA Gold or wrestling TNA Gold world title in his near future for Mike Santana. He's worked his butt off from injuries, coming back, leaving All Elite Wrestling, believing in himself. He had an opportunity to go to NXT. I believe he turned down the contract. Wanted to go to TNA to get more television time. Did a phenomenal job. Mike Santana. Yeah, good job there. Very, very proud of him. Bronx guy, New Yorker, Bronx guy. Very, very, very proud of Mike Santana. Keep doing it. Keep working your butt off, man. You got a fan here anyway, regardless. All right, we got a commercial. Yeah, I agree with Tasha Steele. She says, "Why didn't we walk the big tree? We had the effing game. Yankees lost 7-5. I agree with Tasha Steele. We saw Tasha Steele, a big Yankee fan, Damian Priest, a big Yankee fan at Yankee Stadium. And right now, 3 quarters in the book, 5-1 Rangers. Rangers starting off the season on fire, scoring goals. The New York Rangers, 5-1. They had a hell of a. They were the regular season champs last year. I fell short in the postseason, but man, they look like they're starting off what they left off their regular season last year on fire. All right, we got a commercial break here. We'll look around. Other things that are happening in the world of sports. As we wait for the commercial break. And the Mets still trail 3-1. So the Mets are trailing. The Yankees already lost. Rangers are winning. And TNA is on fire tonight. All right, we still in the commercial. We are still in the commercial. Don't forget, again, repeat it again. Tomorrow, SmackDown. We'll be on tomorrow night for a SmackDown. We got the best of 7, the 7 matchup between Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. Who's going to take that? Because I believe the winner implication is they get another shot at LA Knight's United States title. You know, with Carmelo, who lost to Carmelo. Melo lost, and so did Andrade. So we'll see who's going to take a shot, who's going to take on LA Knight, possibly for Crown Jewel. Looks like that might be, or maybe next Friday night SmackDown. WWE is not shying away from giving you title matches on Friday nights on the USA Network. So maybe that might be the next Friday night SmackDown's main event. We all know that this Monday night we got the Intercontinental title matchup between Jey Uso and Braun Breaker, the rematch, part 2 between those two. It'll be interesting to see in Philadelphia. Raw will be from Philadelphia. So that's going to be the home. Of course, that's where WrestleMania was last year. And that's going to be Philadelphia is always a loud, ruckus wrestling crowd. And tomorrow they're in South Carolina after coming back from Manchester, England, and coming back from the European tour for the WWE. They'll be definitely having South Carolina tomorrow night. Monday Night Raw will be in Philadelphia. Of course, NXT in Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, and on we go as we build for Crown Jewel. And even before that, we're building for Halloween Havoc for NXT. That's going to be Sunday. So next week, we talk about a lot of wrestling. We got, wait a minute, Santino. And I like the backstage vignettes between Santino and Adriana. Oh, 1 year. Okay. We got Frankie Kazarian. Okay, call your shot gauntlet match. Here we go. Okay, Kazarian. All right, so in your call your shot gauntlet match. Here we go. So we got the call your shot gauntlet match. So I guess it's a battle royal, 19 competitors. The winner of the battle royal gets to spin or go into the lottery system and pick to call your shot. They could call their shot for a whole year on any champion. Okay. Here we go. The system. Girl, what kind of hairstyle is that? All right. Here we go. Brian Myers coming out. Let's see. Mike Santana always likes to come to the crowd. Let's see which way if the arena allows him to. Just because he doesn't come to the crowd all the time, is sometimes the arenas are not set up for that. Let's see. Here we go. Here comes Santana. Mike Santana. Yeah, of course. Typical coming through the crowd. Love it. Man of the people. Here it is. Comes with a steel chain, a handful of chain. Let's go. Looking like the Warriors. And check out that movie. I haven't watched it. If you have not seen that movie, check it out. Warriors come out to play with the Jazz, with the best. And I kind of need a war games here with not in a group here for me. A Bad Bunny, Damian Priest, Mike Santana, maybe Ortiz, or Carlito. There you go. Forget Ortiz. They're not talking. They're not seeing eye to eye. Carlito, give me them as a war games group, as a team. Boricua. Let's go. We could forgive Damien. We could forgive Karrion Cross. He's Puerto Rican. So here we go. The system's coming out. JVC, Edwards. Is this match going to get thrown out? Referee says no. Let's see. This match might get thrown out. Let's see. They haven't rang a bell, so we don't know yet. Santana's got the chain wrapped around. Here we go. And he clotheslined him with the whole arm wrapped around the chain. Mike Santana is sending a message. He wants a piece of moose. There you go. He's taking the microphone. He says he's sick of you. He's sick of you. He's calling out Moose. He's here. He's ready to go. He's calling out the big Moose. Careful there. He might show up and knuckle you up. He called them out, but no Moose come out yet. Maybe he's taping his knuckle. No, because he's not going to be a man. Oh, he's going back there. All right, going back there looking for him. So Santana going back there looking for him. And the cameras follow Santana into Gorilla. It's dark as heck. I can't see a thing. He's probably getting beat up by Moose right now. No, they changed. Looking for Moose. All right. Oh, there's Moose. Now comes out of nowhere and hits him with a bat. Come on, careful what you wish for. You got hit him with a hardy bat. Well, I guess this match got thrown out as he got hit in the back of the head to go to a commercial. So a no contest thrown out match. I guess they want to give it more time, which rightfully so. Give it more time for the main event, Cardona and Nemeth, because those guys could bring it. That's going to be a banger. I mean, this second night here for TNA in Nashville, what a treat, what a caveat of a matches. This has been a hell of a impact zone here, and just think about next week on the go home show. They're gonna have to. I mean, I'm like, can't wait to see what the hell they're gonna do next. This is on TV. As we wait, we got a commercial. As we wait for the commercial, I'm pretty sure they're going to go maybe a backstage vignette, maybe, or, and then they'll go right into the main event and give it enough time. Give it a, by the time they get back here, it'll be 30 minutes with a vignette. You can say 30, 25-minute match for the main event, close to 20 with the introductions and before they do the collar elbow tie up. That's plenty of time to have a hell of a match between these two, Nick Nemeth and Mr. Matt Cardona. All right, we wait for this commercial here. Now the Mets made it close. They're now trailed 3-2. So the Mets trailed 3-2 now, made it close here. Of course, the Yankees already lost. That's in the fourth inning, so there's plenty of time in this game. But the Mets gotta keep the Dodgers at 3. The Broncos up 13-0 on the New Orleans Saints. That's Sunday night. That's Thursday night, not Sunday. Thursday night football on, I believe, Amazon. And of course, as the NBA preseason wraps up, NBA regular season starts Tuesday night. You saw Jack City, a Knick fan that entered the chat. He's getting ready, and he's ready to go. Tuesday night, Knicks home opener, actually road opener. They'll be on the road. NBA regular season opener against the defending champions Boston Celtics. And Friday night, not this one, the following, they'll home at Madison Square Garden to host the Indiana Pacers. Definitely, that's going to be good if you're a Knickerbocker fan, New York basketball fan. All right, we're waiting. We're waiting right now. Commercial. Still in a commercial. That's one thing about Access TV. They give you this. The commercials are a bit longer. It feels like a bit longer than when we do a Monday Night Raw or SmackDown when they're on those networks. It feels longer, but it's probably the same amount of time. It just happens to feel a little bit longer for some reason. All right, we're waiting for the break. I know I hate having awkward, quiet, or silence, but there's nothing to talk. There's no report, fellas. Trying to give you a little sports update, but I can only give you as much over and over. Hmm. All right. Let's still 5-1 New York Rangers on the Red Wings if you're into hockey. All right, look like they're coming back from the commercial. Here we go. All right. Well, that's right. I forgot about the sit down between Marsha Slamovich and Jordan Grace for the Knockouts World Champion. I think Marsha's gonna pull the victory, but we're gonna have a sit down here. Marsha's put in a lot of work. We've seen Marsha GCW rest fight in the fight. Marsha veering off as a tag team, as a Knockouts tag team champion with Killer Kelly. Killer Kelly off in maternity leave. Seeing Marsha then teaming up with Alicia Edwards. Now I'm glad that she's gonna have a rematch. You know, this is a match these ladies have wrestled before in the past. But I like to see this. I'm listening to the promo, fellas. That's why I have the quiet. I guess they're saying they have a broken friendship for a moment because certain ones went on certain success, going to the Rumble and so forth. Okay, so here we go. So Marsha feel bad that Jordan never reached out and elevated her, raised her to bring her up, kind of left her behind. So there's a little bit disconnect, which is part of the storyline. I like it. And Jordan Grace is reminding her that she was 9 months undefeated in TNA and thought that she was the face of the company or going to be the face of the company until Juggernaut defeated her and defeated her again and again. That's why I'm in the belief Marsha's going to go over on Jordan Grace. And Jordan's gonna try to chase for a while to try to get that Knockouts title back until to December, and then when her contract is up, and then she's gone from TNA, which kind of sucks in a way. But I understand maybe she's what is there more for Jordan Grace to do in TNA? And I hate to say that because I don't want to seem like, oh, you're a WWE person that loves or shill, whatever you want to say, that just wants them to coach their best wrestlers from TNA. No, nonsense. Because if they don't have good wrestlers on TNA, we won't be doing TNA watching. We want good wrestling with storytelling and great and talent. You know, you need the talent to draw you into watch TNA. I wouldn't want to see Jordan Grace leave, but you have to see the other side. What is her more to complete? She's been Knockouts champion, unbeatable, beating everyone. You want to grow your product. You can't have always if the same champion is defeating everyone all the time. And I don't want to sound like I'm talking the side of my mouth because I also wanted Roman Reigns to win and continue to break Hulk Hogan's streak. But there was a story there because there was a streak. And then if you want to take the title, you could. But for TNA, she's not doing anything with a streak wise. She just keep beating everyone that they bring up to her. Okay. So good. Marsha says she loves her, but with that Bound for Glory, that title going with her, by all means, no matter what. And gets up and walks away. That's a great statement. And you can see the conflicting look on Jordan Grace's face, like concern, conflicting, and yeah, a little nervousness. I like it. That if you look at the body language on that promo, it feels like Jordan Grace feels guilty and what Marsha told her about not elevating her when she rose. Kind of feels like there's some truth to that. And she feels a little bit in conflicting and like, ooh, I'm in for a fight. The most biggest challenge for Jordan Grace right now in the past year, and it shows on her face. And you know what? That match right there alone for Bound for Glory it will sell you to want to watch those two knockouts go at it. Good job there. Great and good job on that promo. If you had doubt about Jordan Grace and Marsha Slamovich, this promo got you in. For me personally, I'm gonna say about me, got me hooked. Even want to watch it more. I've been saying it. I've been saying it before. When Jordan Grace defeated at Victory Road, who's next? I said it has to be Marsha Slamovich. If anyone's gonna take the title, it's gonna be a TNA lady. Here we go, Frankie Kazarian coming out. So the King. All right, here comes the King, Frankie Kazarian, looking like Plastic Man with those glasses. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not saying he should retire. No. Keep wrestling. Keep doing your thing, Frankie. But when Frankie Kazarian is going to hang him up as an in-ring competitor, I hope he sticks around as a manager. I can see this attitude that he's coming out with as the king and stuff. He'll make a hell of a manager. I like what he's doing for himself, but we know he's an older veteran, maybe got 5 years in the ring. You never know, could tell with these wrestlers. But my point is, if he wants to ever be a manager, I can see him being a WWE manager, and having a staple, a group. I like it. I hope that's something Frank is in the cards for Frankie Kazarian in the future. Not in the near future. Again, he still could wrestle. I still enjoy a Frankie Kazarian match. Don't get me wrong. That's fine. But if he ever wants to hang it up and he wants to, don't hope he doesn't that talent, that mind of psychology and wrestling from a Frankie, you could definitely put him in the as a manager in the WWE. I've got to take one moment. All right, sorry about that. Got the beeping. We got Frankie Kazarian at ringside. We got Matt Cardona coming out. Here we go. Champions coming out. Here we go. The wanted man, Nick Nemeth. Your TNA World Champ. Could his days be numbered? Do we believe in Joe Henry? Do Joe Henry have what it takes to beat Nick Nemeth? Only Bound for Glory will let us know that. But right now, he has to worry about Matt Cardona in the middle of the ring here. Again, speedy recovery for Steph Galander. She had her surgery. Speedy recovery for the young lady. Get back better than ever. All right, it's going to be a pick your poison match. Pick your poison. 7-4, 940. I told you, 20 minutes. Give it a good 20 minutes. They went through a commercial, but by the time they lock up, we'll be 15. So I said 20 minutes, so I'm off by 5 minutes. I mean, I think 15 minutes will still give you they can still put a good match. We got a commercial. Those keeping score. Katana pitched 3 in the third innings, 5 hits, 5 runs. Score based on what so it looks like the Mets are trailing even more. I'll give you an update in a minute. Looks like he gave up 5 runs, so I think the Mets are down 5-2. Let me look at it if I'm correct. 5-2. So the Mets are down 5-2. Hey, big news here. I thought it was a joke. But no, it's been confirmed. Donald Trump will be interviewing on the Undertaker's podcast. Was it 6 Feet Under? The Dead Man. I don't know what's the name of his podcast. 6 Feet Under. Sorry, there you go. The 6 Feet Under podcast. Donald Trump is going to do an interview this week with Dead Man with the Undertaker. Interesting. Interesting to hear the dead man's take here and what they're going to talk about with the topics for Undertaker. He's very reserved man, protecting the business. I don't know about but now we're going to hear the dead man's political arena. We've seen Titus in there, the Fox contributor on Fox News. You also know about JBL in the past. It's interesting to hear him be a dead man. Undertaker, aka Mark Calloway, but his thoughts. All right, that's interesting. All right, we have a commercial. Pick your poison match. Now, are we going to find out, or are we going to tell us? I mean, instead of going in the commercial, we were to find out the stipulation and pick the poison match. Something tells me it's going to be no disqualification in this poison match where we got Frankie Kazarian out there on ringside. Do we get to see Joe Henry protecting the world champion? Do we keep this title in chat? He wants to probably take a gander or a one-on-one with Nick Nemeth. We're still in a commercial. We're still waiting for this. Again, it for some reason always the ending tends to get commercial laden, heavy. Well, not yet. Come on, commercial break. Here we go. All right, so it's to pick the poison, but I'm not too familiar what the rules are. Here we go, Cardona in the ring. Oh, so we got security. Okay, so now I understand. We got security outside on the ramp protecting not the wrestlers, well, Cardona from PCO because he's afraid of PCO, so he's got security out there. But then here we go, nice neck breaker there by Nick Nemeth. Nick Nemeth not working in the corner. Cardona with the knees in the air. Caught Nick Nemeth trying to go for a splash. Now here goes second rope is Matt Cardona now. Cardona picturing and misses with the dropkick. Cardona. And there's Nick Nemeth with a nice standing dropkick right to the kisser. And now he's jumping on the rope and pounding on Cardona from the middle rope. Some good hands here. Back and forth they go. And here's another neck breaker by the champion, Nemeth. Looking for the crowd's admiration here. Pointing that he's down. And there's an elbow. And there's another elbow by the champ. 3 elbows. 4. And the crowd counts with him. 5, 6, 7 elbows in a row. 8, he gets back up. 9 again. And here's the 10 with the crowd ready to count, shaking his hips a little bit, wiggling the hips, and a big elbow. Got him. 10. Here's a pin. 1, 2. Nope. Kick out. So the showing off here. with his baggy tights. You got one guy with tight, what you call it, tracksuit, looking like booty huggers, and this guy's got baggy tights on. Can't make this up. Here we go. Here's Matt Cardona unloading on Nick Nemeth. Here we go. There you go, Mark Cardona now doing some trash talking in the ring. He's mushing his opponent. And again, another mush to Nick Nemeth. And Nemeth is hulking up. But now he comes up with the hands. Here we go. Unloading on headbutt to Cardona. But Cardona kicks him right in the midsection. What is he going to do here? Cardona looking. Cardona into the middle turnbuckle. Into the post goes Nick Nemeth. His shoulder. We already had a situation with a shoulder injury from Leo Slater. Now here's Cardona now. Cardona is measuring. What is he doing? He's Cardona now going and there it is. Kick in between the ropes. Matt Cardona will wooing, and you know it. Oh, there's a headbutt. There you go. He's dapping his security. He's got him in the outside. What are you gonna do? Is he gonna power bomb him? Lifts him up? No, power driving him. He's gonna set him up for a power driver? No, Nick Nemeth now with a backdrop. And Cardona goes on the outside backdrop. And Nemeth got back in the ring. Breaks the 10 count here. Now they're on the apron. Both wrestlers on the apron. Cardona, a classic heel, hands to the head. And he pushes Nemeth right to the stairs. Love the vicious attack there. Yeah, nasty offense by Matt Cardona. You know it. Picture in picture. As they go to picture in picture now, they got to get those sponsors in. Anyway, Nemeth is on the outside. Referee has a 2 count. He's slowly, methodically trying to get back in the ring. Cardona's just trying to let him in. Cardona just stands there looking over as got to the apron. And Cardona now back goes to the outside. Nick Nemeth as now Cardona chases him now on the outside of the apron. And here's an Irish whip into the stairs again as the champion goes back into the stairs, back first, and Cardona gets to the ring. But Cardona, you need to get him in the ring for a pin. You're not going to win on a countout. I don't believe TNA titles changes on a countout either. As Nemeth is riding in pain outside of the apron, referee's putting out the count, and he's counting Cardona in the ring, just waiting for his opponent to get back in. And of course, Nemeth wrestling in pain and got back in the ring just in the count. So Cardona was content of getting a count out, but now he's opening up the can on Nemeth with the right hands. Cardona now getting into the official back and forth because Cardona has some close hands fist. Can't do that in professional wrestling. Now he's just pushing again. He didn't learn his lesson. That sparks Nemeth, and that quickly got Nemeth on his feet. Gives some punches, and now Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Nick Nemeth ate that turnbuckle a la the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. He went flying into that. He really went into that one. That was the shades of Shawn Michaels. Here's the knee to the throat. Matt Cardona working on Nick Nemeth. And now he wants the boos from the crowd. He stops. There you go. Yo, Cardona looks a little like the Macho Man when he does that. Yeah, not bad. A little Macho Man, a little reference there. And Nemeth now with some chops. But then again, classic heel. What does Cardona do? Rake the eyes. Love it. Right to the eyes. Back down on his knees goes Nemeth, and now Cardona working, gets him back up and knocks his head into the bucket. Cardona now continues to be total heel, rubbing his forearm across his eyes, raking his eyes. Love it. Referee trying to call a count, but Cardona doing everything legal within the 5 count. Now he's put him in the middle. He's got him sitting him up on the rope. Is he going to set him up for what is he going to do? Forearm, and Nemeth is still sitting on the turnbuckle. And Cardona waving his hands too much, looking for. You don't need the boo. You got the crowd eating off the front of your hands. Attack, man. That's a title match. And he's now giving him some stiff forearms. Nemeth is sitting on the turnbuckle, and Cardona in the second turnbuckle here. Is he going to superplex him? He's going to set him up for a superplex. Nope. Nemeth is Nemeth is blocking it. Nemeth now puts uppercut and get him a couple uppercuts in the midsection. And here's a headbutt. Cardona still holding on for dear life. What are we going to hear? What is he doing here? He just face first as he drops Cardona down. Nemeth is still on the top rope on the turnbuckle. And look, wait a minute. He's going to set up here. Oh, Cardona just hits the ropes and Nemeth goes down, loses his balance. Typical heel. Cardona setting up. The boof by Cardona. He's going to set up for a pin. 1, 2. Oh, he was so close. We were having a new TNA champion. We go. Cardona setting up. Matt Cardona setting up here. Here we go. No, Nemeth. Oh, just lifts him up and right to the Nemeth now. Tornado DDT. What a DDT by Nemeth. 1, 2. Oh, Cardona kicked out. But what a offensive or defensive display there for the champ. Got at the DDT on Cardona. Almost had a near fall there. I like the crowd on their feet. Main event here tonight on TNA Impact Zone. Oh, he's setting up the band. There you go. He's setting the band. It's the big super kick. He's setting it up. And super kick. No, blocked by Cardona. Cardona kick to the mix section, and he gets his own DDT. Here we go. Here's a pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 3/4. That was close. Cardona. A little frustration on Matt Cardona's thing. Oh, now he's tuning up the band, Cardona. And he's mocking Nick Nemeth with the super kick. He's getting the band ready. It's getting the boost from the crowd in Nashville. No. Kick. No. Super kick. Nick Nemeth came up before. 1, 2. Kick out by almost close. Nick Nemeth with the super kick almost got the pin on Matt Cardona. Cardona got his right hand just out of the nick of time. Listen to the crowd. Listen to the crowd. There, got the clap going. Both men on their feet. Oh, Nemeth. Nope. Good counter there by Cardona into the clothesline. Cardona again. Cardona now looking to get him in a powerbomb situation. No. Slips out of the back door. Nemeth with an elbow. Now, Famouser. Yes. He got the Famouser. Here we go, the pin. 1, 2. Kick out by Cardona. Match continues. Oh, wait a minute. Cardona, what is he doing here? Oh, wait a minute. We get the introduction. We look like we're getting a PCO visit. Just distracted as Cardona had this match pretty much secured. And now PCO. You got security trying to prevent PCO. I don't think that's going to work. Not those twigs. PCO, gives a right hand. Secure another one. Down goes security number 2. Got 2 more. And the other guy says, the other 2 security says, have at it. We're done. Well, here's danger zone 1, 2, 3. And Nick Nemeth comes up and defends his title as that PCO distracted Cardona and the danger zone taken by Nick Nemeth, and he will win, defend his TNA title. But now PCO goes and grabs Zack Ryder. He's going to carry him to the back. PCO, he got a piece of Matt Cardona and taking him away. And he takes him away from the screen as Cardona holding on for dear Grim. And now he has been taken away by PCO. Nick Nemeth stands in the middle of the ring with the title. And Frankie Kazarian attacks him from behind. So this is not over. Fireworks still continues on the Impact Zone as Frankie Kazarian now beating on Nick Nemeth. And he's unloading there. Kazarian unloading on some right hands on Nick Nemeth. Another one. Back again. And wait a minute. We got some music. Say his name and he appears. Joe Hendry comes out. Joe Henry coming out. Joe Henry with a right hand. And he's taking care of Frankie Kazarian. European uppercut. Now Nick Nemeth gets a piece of Kazarian. They're working together. They're coexisting. Here it goes. Kazarian, Irish whip. Backdrop. Boom. So number 1 contender and champion working together. Now here we go. There's a shake of hands here. The crowd chanting, "We believe." And Kazarian says, "You think it's funny?" He says, "You Mark enjoy these 2 idiots manhandling me." Oh, what's he got something? Hey, he put his hands in his pocket. What is this? A referee shirt. So we got a special guest referee for Bound for Glory. So Frankie Kazarian announced tonight on TNA Impact, Kazarian is going to be the referee on the world title match between Nick Nemeth and Joe Hendry. So interesting aspect here because you got the heel as the referee here. Who is he going to screw? Is he going to screw Nick Nemeth or is he going to screw Joe Hendry? Interesting for Bound for Glory, but we got 1 more week left before we get the go-home show, the aftermath there for TNA Impact. I thought tonight, again, TNA Impact was, my goodness, this was an 8. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give it a 9. I don't see, it was not even a moment where I said this was bad or a little boring or slow. It was a very, you know what? I even talked myself out of it because nothing is perfect, but this was near damn perfect. This Impact Zone tonight. To be honest with you, where was there a dull moment? It was from the start. You had PCO Rhino gave you a TLC or anything goes match for that title. The digital media, the X Division, I keep saying digital media, the X Division champion match there was a freaking banger, a hell of a match. The women's match with even Ash by Elegance with Vinny Reese was very good, well done. The sit down Vinny in the interviews, I'll give it a 9, 9.5, 9. Although it still served its purpose. Steve Macklin beat down by the northern group by what you call it. Josh Alexander was okay. I thought it went a little bit long for it. That one there, I call myself like looking a little bit on Twitter, like or X, like all right, wrap it up just a little bit. I thought it went a little too long, just a little bit, but it wasn't a bad. They told us that Steve Macklin is going to get beat up by this new group. This group by Josh Alexander is going to be a force to be reckoned with upcoming in 2025. I got it. But all in all, the Mike Santana, match that got thrown out, but he looked like a badass going out there and trying to take out the system alone. Moose taking him out with the bat in the back. Everything set up was great. This was a 9 out of 10. Again, the promo might have went a little long, 9.5 if you want to personally. But man, if the TNA Impact continues to show this type of deal, my goodness, you gotta watch this. You gotta let people know what like the word of Road Dogg. Oh, you didn't know? You gotta call somebody because this was good. This was very good. If you got the TNA Plus app, please. If you missed it or you're hearing me late, go watch this, man. This. I'll be honest with you. This is a rewatchable episode of TNA Impact. That's how good and highly it was. It was very good. You could even skip through the commercials if you have it on your DVR. This was very good. Kudos again to Gail Kim, Tommy Dreamer, and Storm, the rest of the group there that from creative, that's done a hell of a job with that. And remember, this was supposed to be in South Carolina, moved to Nashville last second, or a couple of days after Hurricane Helene, and these guys put on a hell of a show. Kudos. This was a hell of an Impact show. It has to be talked about. It has to be get a hashtag trending TNA. Tonight Impact was awesome. Let's get that going, and it's a shame that they show a platform that has actually the TNA creative that works there. The creator of Busted Open doesn't want to talk TNA, or he'll talk about it real quick, and he prefers talking about a show that nobody's really watching in AEW for 3 hours and only talk one segment about TNA, or even NXT. They need to be talking more TNA. You do whatever you want, Busted Open, but more people listen to you. I wish to wave the flag here for TNA, but I'm a small potato. You guys are a big French fry. You got to start talking about Impact. You forget about the Busted Open After Dark with a failing AEW that nobody's watching. You need to do a Busted Open TNA. Start talking some TNA, especially on a Friday before you get into SmackDown. If there's no PLE. Well, man, talk about what happened last night. This was a hell of a TNA show. Good job there, guys. We appreciate everyone listening and watching along. Thank you for everybody watching along here. We thank you again. More than humble to say thank you. Have a good night. Allowing me to come and watch along TNA with you and joining me on the ride. Thank you, Jack City, for the super chat. Thank you, Logan, for joining us. Daniel Barrow Sports Highlight. Eric Wallace. Appreciate everyone that joined us in the chat. Everyone that's watching us on the Rumba, Truvo, Kick, Instagram Live, on the Twitter, X Machine, Twitch, and on the Facebook. This is the voice, PX Sports Jedi Kev. Like I always tell you guys, get over it. Don't let life pin you. And may the sports be with you. It's going to be a real feel good October Friday. Let's go. Get your pumpkin spice, get your latte, get all that good stuff. We'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.
Acknowledge me. And you want to know why? Because you're number 2. Hey, no. I mean that with respect. You all would be lucky to be a number 2, but you're not even close. This is the greatest number 2 of all time. But that's all you will ever be, is number 2. Because I'm number 1. I want you to analyze this situation here. You understand? Your daddy's not here anymore. I'll tell you who his daddy is, because if he keeps messing up, the tribal chief is going to be his daddy. The same music, the same entrance, the same run to the ring, the same outfit, the same promo, the same insults. If I wanted that, all I had to do was search online for 2005 John Cena. It's the same thing over and over and over. It's like missionary position every single night. You must be some kind of a dumbass. A big dumb farmer, huh? You just sign it without even reading it? What's wrong with you, man? You make a good tough guy, Face. Do something.